and honey, whether they both get along or not, and how do we make them merge, right? Well, when I say honey, I mean your better half or the other part of a relationship, whether it's marriage or full-time relationship, whatever. Whatever relationship it can be. Money is always the bane of a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, a lot of violence too sometimes. But let's kind of take money and marriage, okay? I think the majority of the reason why couples fight or have arguments or have disagreements is because of the moolah or the money. So I was reading this article on Good Housekeeping, and they followed about 3 couples to find out what the secret is and how do they manage their money troubles, and hopefully we can learn something from them. So the first couple that they followed had a very interesting concept, something that I think we should learn from and adopt. Usually, and again I'm not going to stereotype, but usually when we decide on, when you decide on going on a project, say you want to have an addition built to your house, okay, just as an example. The woman will probably get straight into the artistic and the creative part of the project and start visualizing the nitty-gritties as far as where the crown moldings are going to go in, or what kind of furniture you need, or what kind of fabric looks good, because that's the way we're trained, or that's the way we function. Whereas the men usually will start thinking about the finance. It's like, okay, where is the money going to come from for this project? And therein starts the argument. We want these silk taffeta drapes. Of course, they're ridiculously expensive, but hey, it looks good, right? And the men would say, why not let's go with the cotton one? I mean, their look is beautiful and are much more reasonable. Well, that's the argument starts. But here we are, the women are spending all the money, and here the men are trying to budget and trying to figure out where to get the money from. So this is where I think both of us need to come together as a team. I do that sometimes I don't. But come together as a team and figure out, like as in this case, this couple, the wife said, hey, I knew that that my husband was sincere and that he really wanted certain things in place before we could commit to such a major project. So it's a matter of picking your battles, right? Where you could probably let go of the smaller purchases or smaller things, or suppose you needed to buy some stuff that you really need, and you could probably say, hey, this is my birthday gift or anniversary gift or Valentine's Day gift, so that way he's happy, you're happy, and in the end you might end up getting what you both really need. That's the addition of the house, right? So it's a matter of trying to pick your battles and trying to figure out what is really important. Make sense? Okay, now we come to the next scenario, which sometimes happens because opposites attract. One part of the couple is very conservative with money, very miserly, stingy, likes to kind of keep the money, whereas this other person in the relationship is a free spender, doesn't really think about what they're spending on, and, well, let's just say loves to splurge, buy expensive stuff, buy things that are really not needed, but just because they fancy it. It does happen. Classic case, right? What's gonna happen? Like us, like my husband and me. I am a bargain hunter, and which is good, but sometimes can be a problem because of the fact that I end up buying clothes and shoes and stuff that I don't really need, but I buy them because I get them at bargains. I mean, hey, $3 for a shoe, why not? But anyway, so joy. So I do price matches, and I try and get the best deal possible. I'm not saying I get the best deal, but as maybe one of the best deals out there. What happens is that saves us. There have been times when I've saved about $300 or $400 in a purchase, sometimes even more, based on the research and price match, and there are a lot of other ways to do it. And there's some purchases that my husband is good at. So where too much research is not really needed, so he goes and purchases it. So do we have arguments about money? Of course we do. But on the whole, I think we are kind of balanced. But the idea on this is to try and find each other's strong points as far as finance is concerned, because he knows I don't do well with bills. I like to spend, but I don't like to see the bills. So he takes care of the billing. So it is just trying to find out what you're good at and doing your part and go from there. Is before you make any major purchases, is think about it. Let it go for about 24 to 48 hours, and if after that you still feel the urge is still strong as it was about 48 hours ago, then probably you are seriously interested, and then you could figure out how to make it work and go for it. Another big thing is necessity versus need, right? Or need versus want. There's something like I want that, and there's something like, do you really need that? Yeah? Of course we all need clothes and shoes. I mean, let's just not argue about that, but other things, right? So need versus want. And don't keep up with the Joneses or the Mishras or whatever. I think it's very important to kind of try and live within what you have, as opposed to trying to keep up with your neighbors or your peers, because in the end it is you who has to pay the bill, right? So you need, and if you are not able to do that, then you're not going to be happy, and that's, you not being happy is going to lead to arguments. But hopefully you got a little bit of pointers from here, and we'll see you the next time. Till then, bye, and spend wisely. Later.